pass this knowledge and information onto your children as well. I mean, you're putting them on that right path at such a young age. We not looking too far into the future, but again, focusing on the present. This is your objective. This is your whole life. This is your real path, the future of your children. Where do you see them going with you on this journey, and where could that lead to? It's a very open-ended question.
Well, firstly, if I practice what I preach, it's none of my business. It's none of my business. My business is in the present moment to provide love and attention, particularly for children, and having studied child psychology also. Attention, what is attentionness? Attention. Attention is consciousness. Attention is directed consciousness. What are we at the deepest level? Beyond the identity, beyond the ego, behind what the Hindu principles point to is consciousness, Atman. The Buddhist is just the same, but switch the other way. It's just emptiness, empty consciousness. And so what children want most is your presence and your consciousness in the moment. And through that, you can trust the universe to do its thing. I trust in that process, that I know that if he's got the love and attention, that he'll make mistakes, and that he'll maybe go off and be a drug addict at some point. That's his karma. It's none of my business. Like I'm a temporary custodian of this incarnation, just as I'm a temporary incarnation here. You start to look at things. The more I work with the medicine, the more in my day-to-day life without medicine, for maybe over a year now, maybe over a year, you start to see things from the perspective of oneness. Like, my son is me. He is the universe incarnate, clearly. What else is he made of? He's made of the universe. That's what this body's made of, as is my body. So I see it as like, it's one soul incarnating in multiple souls. And this is one birth that I've taken, and that's one birth my son's taken. And I feel as though he's got his own karma. And so it's none of my business to direct him or try and push him anyway in one direction or another. It's my job to present options to him where he may fall in love with something. So he's just learning piano at the moment. So I present options where he's like, I love this. But that's very varied. Like, it's sport, it's computers, it's music. And then he'll find something he loves, and that'll be his path. So that's the way I see it on a day-to-day basis. I'm not saying I'm right, and I'm not saying I'm the best father in the world. I'm not saying, like, listen, this is how it is. I'm just saying how I see it, and I'm a bit weird.
If you enjoyed this content, we're doing 5 clips like this a week. If you want to watch the full podcast, click here.